vigilante. Resist the system, you know what I'm saying? Feel good right now. Let's get it.
Keep it 100. Hey, minor is the one you want. Talking to your sons. I can talk about God. I can tell them about drugs. I can show them how to move when they see you in the
I done woke up, slept on me, trying to eat with vultures. Y'all look frail, let me feed the culture. Can't get full of the lead and coke, huh? Still sober, y'all OD, follow me. Where the rain follow me, king. Yeah, I know the king, Martin Luther King. You ain't really gonna throw, boy, you in a dream. Wake up, y'all don't want it. Down to the wire, better put Marlo on it. And let's soon Chico Malo, homie. And if I'm scared, I guess I don't know it. Cause I'm still going right where the heat at. And where I ain't supposed to be, that's where I be at. And I spit that, sit back, listen to the truth for the sky crack. And the Lord get back. Or somebody wants some get back. And they click clack, leave your bit back, looking at this intact. Never left, but I've been back. Cross on my bit neck, and I don't rap gospel, I live that. But I'm nothing but a gimmick. You see me in a club, funny, you was in it. Skip a cosign, shout out to the homie Kendrick. And all I hear is crickets when I run into the critics. Oh well, show tells me a lot when they tell me to rock. Keep my eyebrows raised, smell what I'm cooking. And the sales may drop, yeah, the mail may stop. But they ask for the truth, yeah, I'm a dork. They like, how you do that now? Sound kinda nice, boy, who that down? Is everything real good, true or fair? But you probably wouldn't listen if you knew that down. If you knew that down.
The heart beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? As they stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing can.
Yo, we got some technical difficulties over here, bro. I don't know what the hell that was, but why is everything pausing like that? Hold on. Why is everything pausing like that? Hey, yo, can you hear me correctly, bro? Like, the damn channel, can you see me and hear me, Tycho? Like, the damn channel froze, bro. Like, I hit live and nothing was playing. Man, why does it? I don't understand. Like, why does it always happen every time I go live? That's just weird to me, bro. Like, every time I go live, something happens. Like, before, I have no issues whatsoever. None. Anyway, man, I think you can hear me, right? Is there like a huge delay? Okay. Damn, the delay is that bad. Damn. Okay, that's what it is. It's the delay. Okay, fine. It is what it is. There's a delay. There's a delay. There's nothing I can do about it. Hey Tycho, so check it out, brother. I'm glad that you're here because I wanted to ask you a question, bro. I wanted to ask you a question. Me and you from Jersey, so we probably think alike. Did you believe everything you saw that day with the whole Trump thing? Like, what I mean by that is, like, did you believe like that guy climbed the fucking that guy by himself climbed that thing? Like, did like, right? Exactly, bro. Let me explain something to you, bro. I'm gonna show you something, right? Because you know how I am, bro. Like, stuff like this, like, interests me. Like, I love true crime. I love boxing, but I love true crime also. You know what I mean? Like, I love trying to unravel a mystery or like trying to like answer questions that people can't. No, check this out. Check this out. I've looked through so many interviews. I've looked at the clips so many times, bro. I've looked at it from different angles. I've looked at news articles. I've done research on what other channels have pulled up because I watched other channels too that did some investigating and looked back on it, bro. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think happened, bro. I believe that they really tried to unalive that man, bro. From the inside. And they didn't complete it, bro. Which made everything backfire, bro, so bad. It made everything backfire so bad. And now I truly believe, bro, like, you know how like they say like every election, they say, be careful every election, right? Like, be careful, something bad's gonna happen. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You want to know why it's weird, Tycho? Let me tell you why it's weird. Do you pay attention to oh yeah, absolutely it was. When they say that history repeats itself, bro, that's true. That's true. If you remember JFK, right? I mean, I wasn't alive back then, but obviously the information is there, right? If you look at JFK, right? And you look at what he was doing prior to what happened back in 1963, if you look, because I was just, bro, I've been looking at this for like the past 2 days, bro, because like I'm like that, bro. It's like, especially when it comes to like conspiracies or like unsolved crimes and stuff like that, bro. Like, I'm literally like, I'm hooked on it, bro. Like, anything that's like conspiracy crime wise, I'm hooked on it, bro. I'm just always been like that. Like, I used to binge watch like when I was like 5. I remember my father having the unsolved mysteries. So like, I was like, I've always tried to figure things out. But anyway, I've been looking at this for like the past 3 days, right? And I got clips and interviews, and I got some clips I'm gonna show you, and I'll also look back at like what's happening in the past, right? And if you look at what happened prior to JFK, right? He said very similar things that Trump was saying, bro. Very similar things. Like, for instance, did you know that JFK at the time was saying that he was going to pull out a lot of the troops from Vietnam because he didn't support the war, right? But a lot of people in the government did, because war makes money and there's always ulterior motives in war and stuff, right? Well, I don't find it a coincidence, bro, that before this happens to Trump, he said that the moment he gets elected, he's going to back out stop funding Ukraine, and that he just feels like all it's doing is causing like a World War III with Russia, which is the truth, bro. But of course, there's ulterior motives when it comes to war. All I know is this: when they physically attempt to take somebody out, that means they're desperate, bro. And that's why I believe something. Like, I know they always say every election, bro, like, oh, be ready, be ready. I mean, it's normal for people to say that, but when was the last time you saw an attempted unaliving, bro, on a former president that is most likely going to be reelected, bro? That's never happened, bro. It's never happened. And that goes to tell you what's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you, they don't want that man in at all costs. They don't want that man in, bro. And you could tell when you look. I was looking at the interviews, right? And this is how you know that it's an inside job, because I found stuff in interviews that there's no way you can ignore. I'm talking about eyewitnesses that were there. I'm going to show you on the clips. Eyewitnesses, bro, that literally said that there was a second shooter. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. That there was a second. Oh yeah, not only that. Do you know that they actually said this is what they try to lie? They try to lie and say, do you know that they said that the man found a ladder, or I don't know if he brought a ladder or found a ladder over here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. So they want you to believe, right, where that top left square is, right? I mean, look, bro, like, how stupid do you think people are, bro? It's the only buildings there, bro. It's the only buildings there. So as Secret Service, bro, like, your job is to go on top of the buildings and to make sure that nobody's there, right? They literally said, bro, that one of the guys that took the other dude out, right? He did I don't know if he did an interview, but he did, like, he came out already and said, because a lot of heat was coming on him, like a lot of people were like, oh man, like, and he literally said, like, bro, I was looking at the guy. So he had, if you remember when I did my live the other day, I said, bro, I showed you the clip where the Secret Service guy was looking at him. You could see, like, from a different angle on a cell phone, that he was literally looking at the guy for like a minute before he did anything. Well, the guy admits it, bro. He's like, yeah, I was looking at him. I was looking at him, and they kept telling me to stand down. That goes to tell you that, like, come on now. But anyway, not trying to spend too much time on it, but just to quickly go over, they want you to believe that right up there on the top left corner, that the guy got access to a ladder, went up that building, and somehow got a direct path to him, bro. Meanwhile, everybody's yelling like, yo, there's a man climbing the building. Bro, it's so weird, bro. It's so, you cannot be that dumb as far as, like, Secret Service goes, bro. That's how you know, like, they literally try to take this man out, bro. I don't think it was fake as far as, like, what some people think is. I don't think it's fake, bro. I think they tried to get that man out of there. But I think God had his hand on that man, bro, because as he was turning to look at that teleprompter is when he looked to go look at it, and that's when it passed his ear. If they said if he didn't turn to look, bro, he wouldn't even be here. And all I'm saying is this, man, like, when you have our government doing this, bro, because obviously it's the government, bro, it doesn't matter, like, who you really want to be. This ain't even about, like, what you believe in or whatever. Like, when you see stuff happening like that, bro, like, something bad's gonna happen, bro. Something bad is gonna happen, because we're so divided right now that, like, you see what I'm saying? It's like something bad's gonna happen, bro. And all I'm saying is that as time gets closer, bro, I know one thing: ain't nobody running up on me, bro. Just protect yourself. That's all I'm saying. So let me get to the interviews real quick. Check this out. I found 3 interviews. 3. Oh, first, look at the side by side. so you can get a better. I actually made these clips. I made these clips. The first one I made, I put a side by side, right? The second one, I made a clip. There's a woman behind him as he's speaking. Matter of fact, let me show you that one first. So when you see him speaking, right, and shit pop off, there's a woman. Everybody else is ducking down. There's a woman with black glasses that I kind of zoomed in on. This woman, bro, is almost like she was anticipating. Look. Let me show it to you. It's like she's anticipating what was gonna happen, bro. And then I got the other interviews when they say that there was 2 people, and then I got a diagram to show you where the other one what was at. So,
and then the worst president in the history of our country took over, and look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
See that woman? I'm gonna play it again. The whole time, bro. The whole time she's looking up in the direction as if she's like anticipating something to happen. Everybody else, bro, if you've ever been around like gunfire, bro, I don't care where you're at, bro. I know people that's trained under those conditions, and still you could train for it all you want, bro. It's sort of like boxing when you think about it. Like you could train all day in the gym or whatever. It's a lot different when you in the ring and you literally fighting somebody that's trying to hurt you, and it's not sparring, he's not holding back, it's not practice, right? It's the real deal, right? And it's just you can't simulate that. So if you've ever been around gunfire, bro, you cannot simulate that. You could try to all day, but let your ass be chilling and hear some shots pop off, bro. You're gonna duck. You're gonna duck unless you're stupid. Then don't duck. I just find it ironic, and I hate to say it, bro. I ain't trying to be like, this is a female too. All right. It's very, a lot of things I'm going to show you in these clips are suspicious, bro. But I've looked at this for like I said, bro, stuff like this interests me, bro. But look at her again.
And then the worst president in the history of our country took over, and look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Also, here goes the interviews of people saying they saw 2 people shooting, not 1, 2, right? Listen to this closely. If you listen to the interviews, and matter of fact, 2 of these interviews you can't find anymore. If you go ahead and try to type it in on YouTube and try to find these 2 interviews, you can't find them anymore. Because I went under Fox, because Fox got this. Fox has a video dedicated to everybody that was an eyewitness, that they compiled it, sort of like a compilation. Instead of you looking at every single one, they just put it all in one video, every single witness. And a couple of them are taken out, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So watch this right here. Listen to this.
The gentleman behind me, I was one seat, he was to the right of me. He could see the sharpshooter behind Trump. He said the sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here. Now, when I called my husband at home, who's watching TV, he said, I thought Trump hurt his ear when he went to the ground. But he said, no, on TV they showed before Trump hit the ground, the ear was bleeding. So that sharpshooter went across, Trump turned his head, his ear must have been nipped, and it killed somebody in the stands over to the left.
Could you see anyone injured besides the blood on the former president?
All I saw was the gentleman from Beaver County who spoke earlier in the day, who was running for the state house representative, Elmore, I know his name.
first crack of the gunfire, and I just screamed, "It's the sniper! It's the sniper!" And he was firing down toward the water tower.
That's what we're hearing.
And yeah, and then at that same exact moment, there was a spray from the right side of the stage that I thought was some type of gas, like, or not gas, but smoke.
Fence where the other shooter was. Fence where the other shooter was. There was one I heard in the water tower. One I heard in the water tower. There was one by the fence. There was one I heard in the water tower. There was one by the fence.
Bro, I found it. Listen, if I could find that, bro, if I could find that, come on now. It's so obvious, bro. All you got to do at any situation is just look at the original people that were there and look at those interviews, and you'll always find something that's like, it's right there, bro. There's numerous people that said that they saw. Let me show you. Let me show you. I made a diagram, by the way. I made a diagram to show you where the other guy was at. And it actually makes more sense now. It makes more sense now. So before let me show you the diagram before I play the video again. I made the diagram. So what I did was I took what the people said that they saw, right? Then I went back online and I found the original conference, which was this right there. Okay. That's what they showed to the public, or that's the picture that they showed to a lot of the people. What I did was when they started mentioning the water tower, I kept trying to find that area and I couldn't. And then I found it on one of the news stations that posted an outward picture of a further out picture, and then you can see the water tower. So what I did is I made a diagram with arrows showing you where they saw the second guy. Do you see the guy all the way on the top left? So on the bottom left right there where it says approximately 130 yards, that is where they say that the guy that was killed. Everybody said they kept seeing somebody up by the water tower. If you look above me, above right here where the arrow was pointing, there goes the shooter. I put him right there with the arrows, with a more direct shot going downwards. It's a farther shot. However, it makes a lot of sense now, bro. It makes a lot of sense. We have people, listen, where the dude was, the other dude that just happened to find a ladder, bro. He found a ladder. I want you to hear this, bro. He found a ladder that was right here. He found a ladder right on the opposite side of where this rectangle is. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but I should have caught that picture. But there's a picture where you can actually see where somebody just so happened to have left a ladder there. They just happened to have a ladder there, bro. And he goes up, and this is what you saw. You've probably seen this already, but when you add it all up, bro, it makes a lot of sense now. It makes a lot of sense now. Hold on one second. So when you look at the original, where's the one that I had where right here? So like I said, before I go through them again, I want you to see, this is what they tried to tell you on TV that it was, right? But after the eyewitness testimony right there, I showed you right there where the second guy was. And I'll show it to you again because I know there's people coming in, but the original video that they showed, we all saw that one, right? There was multiple angles of the cell phone of people with cell phones on the ground, right? On the ground. Of course, you can find a whole bunch of them all over the place. I've made a side-by-side sort of I don't know why I'd be interested in this stuff, bro, but anyway, I took the time out to make the diagram to show you, right? I took the time out to find those other interviews where the people are clearly telling you there's another guy that they saw. Not just one person, not just two person, not just three people, bro, but upwards to about 8 people saw a second guy up in the water tower, bro. So it's not like you got one person lying, bro. You got like almost 8 people saying, yeah, there was a dude up on the water tower. Yeah. Here goes the side-by-side footage of him speaking, and then what you saw on the cell phone.
You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring. I'm trying to explain that. Oh, wow. You guys are doing, they're getting better with time.
There he is right there.
Right, guys, take a look at that chart.
Right there, see
Take
him?
a look at the arrow in the
Like
bottom.
that,
See
see
the
him?
big
Yeah,
red arrow, right? So that's what I left off. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services. Comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people.
He's on top of the roof.
So now that's the guy that they saw up on the roof, right? But then when you hear people talk, where's the when you hear people talk though, they say the water tower. They say so which one is it, bro? Like, because this is common sense here, bro. That's not a water tower to your left. That's the building where the guy was at, clearly, where everybody saw. You could tell it was fishy because people are like, they're telling the police, bro, there's somebody climbing the thing. Nobody's doing nothing, right? They're telling the Secret Service they're not doing nothing, right? The dude, one of the two snipers that was up on there actually came out and said that he could clearly see the guy. That matter of fact, I got that one too. Here, let me show you that one. I got it all covered, bro. Where's that one at? Hold on. Is it this one right here? It could be. Let me make sure.
We continue to cover the attempted assassination of former President Trump today. You're looking.
And then the worst.
Where is it at? I got it. Hold on. Where is the other one? I got it. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you the other one because it'll make more sense. It'll make more sense when you see it, bro. Okay, where is it at? Is it Trump E? It could be, okay, or Trump 2 experiment, or Trump Q, Trump R. Yeah, let's try that one. Let's try the Trump R. Let me bring them down. Hold on 1 second. Because I got it mixed up from here. When I show you that one, and then I'll show you that, then you'll see where there's a second guy at. Clearly. Yet they want you to think that this young kid just acted alone. Come on, bro. We're not stupid, bro.
Back the White House.
Two Secret Service
is right there. Pay attention to this.
Back the White House.
Two Secret Service sniper teams could be seen on rooftops behind former President Donald Trump less than 2 minutes before gunfire erupted at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday. They appear to be getting into position facing the direction of the gunman who authorities say fired the shots that grazed former President Trump.
Look what happened.
I'm going to play that again. Did you hear that? 2 minutes before the guy actually was shooting, they were up already looking at the guy. So they were directly looking at him. And you could clearly see that they're looking at. So why aren't they taking them out? Bro, are you crazy? Like, if you see anybody aiming anything, why are you just staring at them? Why are you not doing anything? Hold on.
And then the worst president.
We continue to.
Initial reports are
Back the White House.
Two Secret Service sniper teams could be seen on rooftops behind former President Donald Trump less than 2 minutes before gunfire erupted at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday. They appear to be getting into position facing the direction of the gunman who authorities say fired the shots that grazed former President Trump.
Look what happened.
That's less than 2 minutes. And then you got them obviously Right here, you got people. I'm gonna play it one last time with the whole water tower.
The gentleman behind me, I was one seat, he was to the right of me. He could see the sharpshooter behind Trump. He said the sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here. Now, when I called my husband at home, who's watching TV, he said, I thought Trump hurt his ear when he went to the ground. But he said, no, on TV they showed before Trump hit the ground, the ear was bleeding. So that sharpshooter went across, Trump turned his head, his ear must have been nipped, and it killed somebody in the stands over to the left.
Could you see anyone injured besides the blood on the former president?
All I saw was the gentleman from Beaver County who spoke earlier in the day. He was running for the State House Representative, Elmore, I know his name.
First crack of the gunfire, and I just screamed, it's the sniper, and he was firing down toward the water tower.
That's what we're hearing.
And yeah, and then at that same exact moment, there was a spray from the right side of the stage that I thought was some type of gas. Or not gas, but smoke.
That's where the other shooter was. That's where the other shooter was. There was one I heard in water tower. One I heard in water tower. There was one but vent. There was one I heard in water tower. There was one but vent.
Right there. You take a look at the water tower. It's right there, bro. And now it makes a whole bunch of sense. So you have 3 people saying that they saw the other shooter at the water tower. I made the diagram. Now it makes a lot more sense because it never made sense to me, but now it makes sense to me. So the one guy that we all know of as the guy that was supposedly the guy that did it, that's what they called the patsy, bro. That's what they call the patsy. The real dude is up there on the water tower. That's the more professional type of dude, and he missed. He missed. That's what happened. He missed. And they took the other dude out. Whether the other dude was mind controlled or whatever, I don't know, bro. All I'm saying is that I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't care really for politics. Like, I really don't. Where my morals are at, my morals lean more towards a conservative person. That's my morals. But both sides are like, got agendas, bro. You know what I mean? But I could tell you this. When they're on live TV trying to unalive somebody, bro, it's getting bad. It's getting bad, bro, because that doesn't happen every day. And the fact that it happens to somebody that should be protected, regardless whether you like him or not, he's a political figure, bro. So when I see people saying, "Oh yeah, he got what he got," like, bro, it don't matter because like that means anybody. That means that can happen to anybody. It don't matter whether if they want you got, bro, they're gonna get you got. It don't matter whether you're a good person, a bad person. If you're in their way, that just goes to show you. And I showed you the other day too that the statue, the UN statue that was unveiled, they took it down because they saw how much attention it was getting. But it's the sculpture that is exactly this. That is Yeah, there's a couple of matter of fact, there's a guy called matter of fact, I'll give you his name. There's another thing that's crazy going on. So there's a couple of other channels that I watch, and these guys got like close to 100,000 subscribers, right? Every one of them that reported on the water tower had their channel struck. See, I'm not monetized. You see what I'm saying? I don't care. Their channel got struck. One of them got demonetized for even speaking about the second water tower, bro. So what does that tell you? I can actually show you one of the channels. Hold on one second. But before I do that, like I said, it makes a lot more sense now. When you look at the water tower, right there. I even put the little sniper guy for you with the arrows going straight down so you could see. You don't trust what? You don't trust the eyewitnesses that was there? Did you just get here? Oh, brother. Oh, okay. Channels with lots of. Did you see the interview I just played though? It's not one person, bro. You got multiple people. Okay, you did. Okay. Yeah. No. The whole point of me mentioning a lot of subscribers is because whether you trust them or not, the fact that they get struck. Because technically, when we live in a country where you're supposed to be, you all know that they say you're allowed to say whatever you want, right? But we all know that speech is what they call it, censorship. We all know that. People are getting canceled left and right. People are losing sponsorships because they speak out against things that they just truly believe, right? So when you have channels that they're not making up anything. You like, I could understand if they were like making up something like there's a second guy in the water tower. No, right? They're literally taking people that was there that day, like I just showed you. Not one, not two. I counted at least 8 people. Like I said, I've been looking at this for the past 2 days because it never made sense to me. And I'm just like that, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I have OCD, bro. Like, I'm a type of person that, like, if I start cleaning up something, like, I'm gonna finish it. That's just how I am. Like, I won't be able to sleep or whatever. That's just how I am, bro. Always been like that. I've been looking at this for the past 2 days, bro, because none of it made sense to me. But when I look at everything now and I look at the interviews and from the people that were there, and then I even took time out because this is what they were showing you on TV. And I'm like, where's the water tower? I don't see no water tower. I had to actually go back and find another channel that actually showed the water tower. See, they're not even trying to tell you there's a water tower there. How many of y'all heard there was a water tower there? How many of y'all heard that there's a water tower there? They didn't tell me there was a water tower there. You would think that's something they tell you, right? Look at that. It's right there, bro. It's a structure right there. In fact, that goes to show you that they should have had someone from the Secret Service on that water tower. It's the highest structure out there, bro. Anyone that knows about shooting and stuff like that, bro, you got more of an advantage when you're higher up off the ground. So that's the highest structure there. They don't tell you about it, right? Like, and then the other building where the young guy was at, he magically just happened to have a ladder there. Like, come on, man. It doesn't really matter like what you believe in. It's kind of crazy, bro, when you look at that. That's how you know things are getting bad, because like I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's nothing. No. That's kind of serious, my guy. That's kind of serious. But because the last time we had an attempted unaliving on a political figure that's going to most likely be the president, that's bad, bro. And it happens after he said that he was going to stop funding Ukraine. Because he's like, no, like, we need to focus on here. We're spending way too much money on them. And not only that, but it's causing beef with Russia. After he says that, that's when it happens, bro. It's just, come on, man. That's bad, bro. My whole thing is this, bro. Like, something's got to give, because I'm supposed to be getting a house this year, right? And the reason why I'm getting a house is because I don't like where I'm living. You know, it's not necessarily like that I don't like where I live. Is the rent goes up so damn high, bro. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm just going to get a house, right? I applied for a loan because I'm 100% service-connected veteran, right? So I got the loan. But even the guy told me, bro, he's like, bro, you're buying at the worst time ever. Like, the market is horrible. But what am I going to do? Wait until the market gets better? Wait until the market gets better, bro. That'll be what? I'll probably be dead by then. It's so bad. Like, we're so much in debt and everything is so, inflation is so bad. Like, that doesn't fix overnight, bro. That takes a long time. And another thing that I noticed too, because I get the same thing from the supermarket a lot, right? I noticed that a lot of things that I get, because I get the same thing a lot, you know, I noticed that I'm noticing the cereal, the meat, the milk, everything. If you look at it, look at the size amount. Look at the size that they're putting in there. They're lowering the sizes and they're trying to keep it at the same price So you're like, oh yeah, the fajitas didn't change. The price on that didn't change, but they're changing the amount that they're putting in there. They're giving you less. And they're telling you, yeah, it's still the same price. That's because they're not giving you the amount that they should be giving you. And that's not just with the meat, that's with the cereal, that's with everything. Then you take account into gas prices and what's going on with housing and the fact that how divided this country is, right? You could act like you could ignore it all you want, but you know the next thing that's going to happen, right? And it's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. I'm going to tell you the next thing they're going to do, and it's going to happen pretty soon. They're going to take out the power. So be prepared, bro. I'm being dead serious with you. I'm being dead because they failed at this, bro. They're going to take out the power grid, bro. We're not going to have power for a long time. Mark my words, bro. That's what they're going to do. When you have people that don't want somebody in office, bro, and they literally just failed at trying to unalive this guy, that's it, bro. Everything is, and the fact that it's from an inside job. And when you look at the fact that I just showed you that there's a second guy up there. So let me ask you, how does that happen? How does that happen if it's not from the inside? So if that's happening from the inside, then that means that the people that you're around are trying to hurt you, bro. That's what that means. That means that's like if I hire y'all in the chat to protect me, not that y'all would, but I'm just saying, if I hired y'all to protect me and we went somewhere and all of a sudden y'all supposed to have this perimeter and a dude gets really close to me and almost hurts me. How does that happen, bro? How does that happen unless one of y'all let him in? How does a ladder just becomes accessible to somebody, bro? Yeah, the power grid. What's all for show, bro? I know inflation is not for show. I know the war is not for show. I know things that are happening in our lives, the gas prices, the housing market. I know all that ain't for show because I see it and I experience it every day in my life. That's not for show. So there are things causing that, right? That doesn't just go out of nowhere. They don't just raise prices on everything out of nowhere, my guy. So when you say it's not for show, what is not for show? Have you been affected by inflation? Maybe you're rich. I don't know. Maybe you got all that money. I don't. I know one thing. I know my rent has gone up in the past 3 years, ridiculously amount, bro. And I live in a one person apartment condo, like in apartments in Maryland. The money I'm paying, bro, I could literally be in a space 3 times more than this, especially in the area where I'm at. So everything that's happening in the inflate, all that stuff is real. So there's something causing that. Now, if you're talking about the actual facts of what, bro, it don't matter, bro. I don't care what's causing it, bro. I don't care what. All I know is that it's causing it. You know what I mean? I just watched this dude. I just watched this Marine dude, and he was the one that brought up the power grid because it makes a lot of sense, bro. It makes a lot of sense because when you have so put it like this. Did you know that since he survived, his polling went up 20? They just said today, almost by 20 points in the battleground states, bro. In the battleground states. That means that this man literally just won. Just by surviving, he won. So what you think they're gonna do? What you think they're gonna do? They ain't gonna let that man in, bro. And there's a lot of predictive programming that we see. The movies that come out, look at the movies that came out this past year. What's the one with it's a pretty good movie, by the way. It's on Netflix. What's the one that what's the movie where with Sandra Bullock? Is it Sandra Bullock? It's about the power grid going down. And it's on Netflix. It's a pretty good movie, actually. Hold on. What's it called? Yasha, if you got Netflix, you should watch it, bro. It's a real good movie. Hold on. No, not Bird Box, Blood Raven. She did play in that, though. She did play in that. Leave the World Behind. It's with Julia Roberts. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Julia Roberts. Leave the World Behind. Right? Guess who? Look, let me show you. If you think I'm bullshitting, let me show you this. Let me show you this right now. Look at this. So this movie was released this year. Leave the World Behind, right? Do you guys know who made this movie? Watch this. Who funded? Now, this movie right here is about the power grid going down. It says, in this apocalyptic thriller, two families fight to survive after a mysterious cyber attack that causes a blackout, technology to fail, and strange behavior. Okay, now watch. Who funded the movie? Exactly, predictive programming. Who funded the movie? Watch when you see this. Who funded the movie? Leave the World Behind. Right here. Check this out. President Obama's involvement in the movie Leave the World Behind. So, they funded, they have the director, and they tried to they came out and that's another thing too. That's how you know. When the guy says that's on here that says never believe anything, he's got a point as far as like, because they'll tell you one thing and then they'll try to cover it up. But it's sort of like the Epstein thing. Like, do you believe the Epstein thing or not? All you know is that when a dude magically ends up not alive, right, in prison in a high profile case, and the cameras don't work that day, like, what does that tell you? Like, this is the next thing that's gonna happen, bro, is they're gonna take our power down, bro. Which, by the way, are y'all ever prepared for that? Like, I'm never prepared when the power goes out, bro. Never. I used to have like candles and power packs and stuff like that. I don't have any of that, bro. You should have that, by the way. And another thing, a study was done, right? Most of us depend on our phone to survive. Because your phone is sort of like your lifeline. You use your phone to call 911. You use your phone to call a friend. You use a phone to find Uber Eats. You use a phone to, you see what I'm saying? Lose the phone. What do you got? You got nothing. You got absolutely nothing, bro. And look, man, my whole thing is like, I'm not trying to like persuade anybody to do anything. It don't matter what you believe in, bro. What you believe in is what you believe in. What I'm saying is when you got stuff like this happening, bro, it's not good, bro. It's not good. Especially, bro, like, I don't know about y'all, bro, but like where I live, I'm constantly seeing people moving. I don't know if you guys are probably seeing this too. I'm constantly seeing people being evicted, bro. Constantly. Like, that's not good, bro. And my rent keeps going up, bro. Like, that's why I'm getting a house. And it's like, because I'd rather just pay mortgage and pay money to something that I own. I'm tired of paying rent to somebody who's just gonna, it ain't going nowhere. Is that the one where the son of Sam was he was killing people during that, right? Power outage, 1977. Oh yeah. That was okay. It was a big blackout. Let me see. Well, before I go on to Teofimo, because my live's not going to be long, bro. Because it wasn't going to be long anyway. But who remembers the blackout? What was it? Early 2000? Were you guys living on the East Coast when there was a blackout for like 5 days? It was like one of the biggest blackouts. It cost so much damage, bro. And that's just like, that's like in 3-4 days. I mean, you got supermarkets that food will go bad, and I always have food. Yeah, you remember that, right, Tycho? Oh yeah, Tycho, you was in Passaic County, so you know. Let me turn on my AC. Yeah, that, I mean, because I remember I was working at a Stop and Shop or something like that. And I remember they lost so much money because the generators went up to try to preserve the food. And then the generators went out because they lost power on the generators. You want to take somebody out, bro, forget like attacking people or whatever. Just take out the power, bro. Just take out the power. Like, most people don't know how to make a fire, bro. How many of y'all, if they dropped you off in the middle of a forest, how many of y'all would survive? Probably not a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even that savvy in the outdoors. Like, even when I was in the military, that was the worst thing that I hated, bro. I hated when we would go out in the field for a long period of time. I hated that, bro. I did not like it. I did not like it, bro. Yeah. But before I get to Teofimo, like I said, you could still find the interviews, bro, before they take them all down. Go look at the original interviews and just look up the water tower. And it makes a lot of sense now. Speaking of TO, yeah, let me get the TO before because I'm not gonna be up long, bro. Look, Teofimo going to 147. I'm all for it, bro. Like, I know I criticized him at 140 and everything. Like, as far as like, I'm not criticizing his accomplishments. I've never criticized Teal with his accomplishments. Like, to me, he was the first one out of the whole four. I never called them the four kings, bro. I never did that, bro. Like, to me, that was kind of like to even remotely compare them dudes to Hagler, Hearns, and Duran, and it just was crazy to me to begin with, because all four of them at the time, when people had labeled them that, they didn't do anything. But out of all of them, Teo was the first one to step up. So as far as like accomplishments, and like, I back Teo with that. It's just the one thing I'll question at 147 is just would probably be his power. But it could carry. I mean, just because you haven't, I mean, I know I made the comment about his power not carrying at 140, but when you think about it too, you got to think about the people that he fought, right? And you know, when I look back at his fights at 140, he had and like I said, this is Teo's fault, by the way. It's Teo's fault because I still think he doesn't cut the ring off very, very well. But I will say that when I made the comment about his power, he didn't necessarily some of the fights that people considered lackluster, he didn't land a lot of shots. Like, he didn't land, you know, that's his fault, but still, it's like, but when he did the interview the other day, right, and they asked him about 147, he mentioned Brian Norman Jr. And yeah, that's basically, and he just kind of hinted at it. He was like, oh yeah, it sounds good, you know, 3 division or whatever. When I think about Brian Norman Jr., right, he's got a good chin and he keeps coming forward, but his defense, he's there to get hit though. He's there. Teo don't have the best defense either, but to me, Teo would take advantage of a person that is you know what? It's kind of crazy because I wanted to see Teo versus, I hope he does still do it, by the way, somebody like Pitbull, somebody that brings up pressure like a Claggett, but is more powerful. Because believe it or not, like, even though he won most of those rounds against Claggett, you could still see the problems that Claggett presented on Teo, because he was just constantly pressuring him and constantly throwing punches and not letting. And even though Teo, to me, when I look at the fight again a second time, he did do better than I originally, you know, expected. I don't think Ugas has fought since he lost to Barrios, right? Yeah, Ugas got beat up by Barrios too, man. I remember I thought I had Ugas winning that. Like, I remember prior to the fight, I was like, yeah, Ugas gonna beat him. Barrios beat him down, bro, bad. I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see him stop Claggett. You know, is my personal opinion. I would have liked to see him stop Claggett. Hey, what did y'all think about the dude this past weekend? That's the third time I seen him fight. He's exciting. Jaleel Hackett. He's exciting, bro. He's got an exciting style. A fan-friendly style, bro. Fan-friendly style, bro. And I watched, they uploaded the PBC uploaded the Tank and Frank Martin fight. And, you know, I always watch Tank's fights over like multiple times, because like I be seeing things that I think people like. He's very good at, bro. He puts, you know what he does very well, Tank? he does what Canelo does. Like it's oh man, it's like a pressure without throwing punches. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? So Tank, when he was fighting Frank, when you go back and watch that Frank Martin fight, right? Tank was in his face the whole time. He had Frank moving, bro. Right? Every once in a while, he'll throw a hard shot, right? Tank will throw a hard shot and keep Frank like on his toes, like, oh shit, right? And keep Frank moving, right? And Tank just kept staying in his face, hardly not throwing anything, just giving him. He gave up them rounds. When I watch it again, it's kind of crazy because he's smart. He's smart. He knew in his head, bro, I could let him get these first 4 rounds. Let him get it. Let him get it. What is it? The end of the third round. The end of the third round, Tank goes back to the corner, and you hear him say, you hear him say, yeah, yo, his power is going down. His power is going down. I got him. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. He's got that, like that. He doesn't have like a pressure, like a Eric Morales swarm you type of pressure. He's got like just the physical sense of him being in front of you is pressure. The fact that Tank is right in front of you is pressure, because that's what he was doing. When I watched it over, matter of fact, I watched it before I went to work the other day, and I was watching. I was like, bro, he had Frank moving, bro, right? And he would throw like the first couple of rounds. Tank threw like a couple punches, bro. He didn't throw a lot of punches. He threw a couple punches, bro. He gave up the round like, whatever, right? But he would, like, every once in a while, he'll throw like a bolo uppercut, a bolo, whatever. Frank will feel it, and Frank will just keep moving. Frank will keep moving. And he just tired him out, bro. And it's like a pressure without throwing punches. It's just a physical presence in front of you. Like David Benavidez walks you down. David Benavidez is constantly throwing punches, right? That's a different type of pressure. He's literally going to the body, going upstairs, going. Tank does like sort of like what Canelo does a little bit. He just stays in front of you and throws punches here or there, accurate punches, hard punches, right? To remind you, like, yo, he could hurt me at any time, right? And he just stays in front of you and lets you throw all them punches. And Tank's got a chin, and Tank lets you tire out, bro. He does it to everybody, bro. And when I looked at it the other day, I thought about Shakur. And the more that I think about it, bro, I like Shakur. I really do. I do. As much shit as we give Shakur, his last performance was probably one of the most exciting performances you're gonna get out of Shakur. Let's just be completely honest, bro. Like, if you look at Shakur's performances, his last fight against Artem, he did do a lot more than he did in the De Los Santos, and it was still a snooze fest. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just thinking about him fighting Tank, bro. And I watched what Tank did to Frank again, and I'm just like, nah, bro. I could see it right now. That fight's gonna start off. Shakur is gonna be moving. If they ever fight, I don't even think that fight will get out of negotiations. I've been saying it, bro. If that fight even gets into negotiations, it ain't gonna get out of negotiations. It ain't. At least I don't see it. But I'm just saying, if they were to fight, I see just Tank, just his presence in front of Shakur, bro. He don't even got to be throwing shit. He don't even got to throw shit. He just got to stay in front of him. And I guarantee you, he's going to have Shakur moving. He's going to have Shakur constantly moving. Bro, that's a lot of energy. And when you go, you know what's crazy too? Like, Tank tells you what he's going to do to you. He told Rolly, he told Frank, and he told Ryan. All 3 press conferences, go back. He told them. He told Rolly, you're a front runner. You got power in the first half of the fight. You don't know what to do when the fight goes on longer. He was right. He told Frank, what he said, you got a brick hand. He said you got a brick hand, meaning you got a good power hand, right? But that's about it. And you a front runner. Now, I think the first person I ever heard say front runner was Floyd. I think the first time I ever heard anybody call another fighter a front runner was when Floyd called Zab Judah a front runner. And I think that's where Tank got it from. I remember Floyd saying to Zab Judah, you a front runner. You got 4 good 5 rounds in you. After that, I'm a pick you apart. And Tank said that to Ryan. Tank said that to Rolly. And Tank said that to Frank Martin in the last fight. He said, all you got is a brick hand. You got 4 good rounds in you. And after that, you done. And that's exactly what happened, bro. That's exactly what happened. After the 4th round, he just started walking Frank down. And he wasn't even constantly throwing punches. It was just his presence, bro. His presence. It's intimidating knowing when you have someone in front of you that can hurt you and knock you out. He don't even got to throw that many punches. That's why I say the pressure with Canelo and the pressure with David are 2 different types of pressures. Like David is actually throwing punches and is actually going downstairs, upstairs. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he's constantly throwing punches. That's a different type of pressure. Canelo's physical presence is the pressure. He stands in front of you and he's got good D. He's got good defense. Pause, bro. Pause. Some of y'all already know. Good defense and a good chin. And just that alone, staying in front of you. That'll get you. That'll get you. And I think Jaime Munguia, I give Jaime Munguia a lot of credit. Because Jaime Munguia tried to take the fight to Canelo, bro. I give him a lot of credit. I give Jaime a lot of credit. Which is why I believe I'll say it again. I don't think Berlanga would even be competitive against Canelo. I think Jaime beats the F out of Berlanga, bro. Jaime Munguia literally tried to take the fight to Canelo and he got dropped early. And once he felt Canelo's power, for anyone that was like questioning, does Canelo still got power? Once Jaime got dropped, it was like you could tell like he was still trying to fight, but he was way more hesitant when he was like, oh shit, he got caught bad too. Actually, I don't know how much truth people have on I heard people say that they think that Canelo like kind of like let him go the last couple. I don't know how much I look into that, bro. I don't know if he would really. Do you think he would let somebody off like that? I don't know. I know, right? My bad, Tycho. Hey, when I look at the promotional companies, if I had to pick one, right? Like if they said to me, yo, you can only watch one from now on, DAZN, PBC, Amazon, or Top Rank. So if you picked one, you can't watch the other 2. Imagine if they asked you that. What would you pick, right? I've always said Top Rank because I feel like Top Rank, to me, puts on better fights and less pay-per-views. Like PBC, like I'll tell you the truth, PBC, Amazon, the few pay-per-view events they put on have been great. The Canelo wasn't that great. I mean, the card wasn't that great, but their first one was a huge success, bro. The Rolly and Pitbull Cruz and the Fondora. Who else fought that day? Laura fought that night. The other past PBC event that just happened, the Tank one, that was you might have not liked the David Benavidez fight, but the other fights were pretty good. But they don't throw on a lot of fights though. There's not a lot of events. And every time PBC throws on an event, it's going to be a pay-per-view. So it's few and so basically you're picking between DAZN and Top Rank. I've always said I would pick Top Rank if I had to watch any one of them, but I also realized that Top Rank is the most biased promotional company out there, bro. Or ESPN. The biasness is ridiculous, bro. It's like they don't even hide the fact that they get paid to pump certain fighters up. Like they don't even hide it, bro. Like Timothy Bradley, the moment Shakur wasn't coming back to ESPN, look at what he did. Look at what he did to him, bro. The moment Shakur was not re-signing with ESPN, look at how we turned on him. That goes to tell you what? What does that tell you? That tells you that he was paid to not say nothing. Let me see it right here. Hold on. Do I still have it? Let me see if I still have it. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me see if I have it still. I might still have it. Man, I gotta go. Man, I gotta erase some of these clips, bro. I got hundreds of clips. Hundreds, bro. Hundreds of clips from all my past lives, all on one SSD. Bruh, everything from Bill Haney to Regis Prograis to Canelo to David Benavidez to Rolly, Inoue, Fury, Usyk. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Tim Bradley. Do I have it? No, but you know what? I could show it to you. I think I showed it to you the other day. Hold on. Right here. You guys heard this, right? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. Where's the one where he says Tank can this is what really pissed off Shakur. I think it's right here. Yeah, this is it right here. Let me see. Did they take that interview down, bro? Did he take it down? No way. He took it down, bro. Why? Why would you take it down? Why would he take? All right, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. I think I got it. I showed it the other day. It's where Tim Bradley Okay, because you know how Tim Bradley is always favored Shakur, right? Every time Shakur fights, like he pumps up Shakur, right? But that's because Shakur was with ESPN, right? So the moment he realizes Shakur isn't re-signing with Top Rank, look at the way Tim talking about him now. And he was asked a question about Tank. And in so many words, he called Shakur a bitch. Indirectly. He didn't like directly call him a bitch, but in so many words, he called him a bitch, bro. He said, and I quote, if I could find it, he said, Shakur needs to grow the hell up, and I favor Tank because Tank could smell the bitch in fighters. Like, bro, that's like the closest that you can get to calling Shakur a bitch, bro. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know if I agree with that. So he said it's harder. Okay. He said it's harder to fight the way Shakur fights than how Tank fights. Harder like evading punches? Yeah, that's probably harder. But what Tank does isn't easy. He puts pressure on you and has to eat some shots, bro. And waits until your power drains and then walks you down. Shakur don't do that. Shakur just tries to not get hit. So you tell me which one is kind of harder. What do you think is harder? For Shakur to fight the way that he does and literally try to avoid every single punch that comes his way? Or Tank, where he keeps pressure on you, has to eat some shots, waits until the guy gets tired, and then walks him down? It may sound like Tank's version is easier, but it's not easy. Because you gotta eat shots and you gotta you're literally standing in front of the person and you're keeping pressure on them, bro. And let's not forget that Tank's opponents, if I was to take Tank's opponents versus Shakur's opponents, Tank's fought guys that could crack, guys that could punch. Every person that Shakur's punched, we saw what he did. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I think I got it. I wonder what something happened behind the scenes, bro. Favors Tank. Hold on. Favors Tank. I think, yeah, this is it right here. Hold on. I think I got it right here. Here we go. He took the interview down, bro. Wow. Wow, I should have recorded it, bro. I should have clipped that, bro. That's what I get for not clipping it, bro. I wonder why he would take that down. Why would you take that down? For Shakur? Doesn't make any sense. Hey, yeah, go back to the earlier on the live, Pancho. I because I went through the past interviews the past couple of days, and I found the original interviews where people said that they saw a person up on the water tower. And I actually made a diagram for you. It's on the live, so I made a diagram right here. See the guy up on the top left on the water tower? So I go through everything at the beginning of the live. I took original interviews of people that were there. I also showed the footage of when the guy that they say that was actually shooting, right? The guy that just magically happened to have a ladder there, right? The guy that they took down. But then you hear people clearly say there was another guy up on the water tower, and then I actually made the diagram to show you. Now it makes sense. It makes sense when you look at it like that. But go back to the beginning of the live, and I explain everything. No, you good, bro. No, that's why I do it on the live, so you could go back and look. But yeah, man, when you look at it like that, it makes a lot of sense, bro. It makes a lot, because the original story didn't make no sense. But when I look at it like that, now that makes a lot of sense, bro. That dude that they showed you on the news, he was just a person to divert attention away. That's it. That's it. That's it. And just so you know, just real quick, if you don't believe me that people saw two shooters, it's only a minute long. It's only a minute long. Here, let me show it to you.
The gentleman behind me, I was one seat, he was to the right of me. He could see the sharpshooter behind Trump. He said the sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here. Now, when I called my husband at home, who's watching TV, he said, I thought Trump hurt his ear when he went to the ground. But he said, no, on TV they showed before Trump hit the ground, the ear was bleeding. So that sharpshooter went across. Trump turned his head. His ear must have been nipped, and it killed somebody in the stands over to the left.
Could you see anyone injured besides the blood on the former president?
All I saw was the gentleman from Beaver County who spoke earlier in the day, who was running for the State House Representative, Elmore. I know his name.
First crack of the gunfire, and I just screamed, it's the sniper, it's the sniper, and he was firing down toward the water tower.
That's what we're hearing.
And yeah, and then at that same exact moment, there was a spray from the right side of the stage that I thought was some type of gas. Like, or not gas, but smoke.
Fence where the other shooter was. Fence where the other shooter was. There was one I heard in water tower. One I heard in water tower. There was one butt fence. There was one I heard in water tower. There was one butt fence.
I mean, what more proof you want, bro? What more proof you want? And then I actually had to go back on Google Maps because they didn't mention a water tower to anybody. This is what they showed us on the news. Remember that? That's what they showed you? The suspect over there to the left, the Secret Service over there to the right. You don't see no water tower, right? Well, go on Google Maps and zoom out and you'll see this. Water tower right there. I even put the guy up there. I put the arrows just to show you, and it makes all sense now. All sense. Anybody that knows about shooting weapons knows the highest vantage point is the most easiest. That's, first off, that's the highest structure out there. That's the one that the Secret Service should have been up there to begin with. They should have had somebody up there looking down at everything. Instead, that's where people said they saw the guy shooting from. I mean, it's just, bro, it's just, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. See you later. See you later. Yeah. You know, hey, bro. I don't know if you know me, bro, but when you come here and you like you don't like it, I'm gonna talk about it more. I was right about to go back to boxing, but now that you mention that, shit, might as well talk about it a little bit more. Nah, but you could go back to the beginning of the live, man, and I talked about it already. But yeah, look, all I'm saying is that just in my opinion, bro, with they have predictive programming, and just mark my words, just remember I said it, bro. They're gonna turn off the power soon. There's gonna be a huge blackout in America. Watch. It's no coincidence when you got The Simpsons predicting stuff. You got movies coming out called Civil War, Never Left Behind, about the power grid going down. Like, it's like they tell you everything, bro. It's so weird, bro. It's like, it's weird to me. Yeah. Television. Television. But yeah, going back to Tio at 147, bro. I don't think the Brian Norman Jr. is a good. I mean, honestly, if I was Tio, I'd do a warm-up fight at 147. But if he goes straight for Brian Norman Jr., that's good. Shit, we win on that. One thing I don't like about it when it comes to Tio, like, I get it if people don't like Tio, like, I get it, right? If you don't like Tio, then you don't like Tio, you know? But what I don't get is, like, when he says he wants to fight Crawford and he wants to fight all these guys and people laugh, they just laugh it away. Like, why don't you want to see it? I don't get it. Like, that's the first thing I would want to do is want to see it, bro. Yeah. Tell A Vision, bro. Tell A Vision. Hey, I got to get off anyway, man, because I got to get up early tomorrow, man. But I appreciate the few of y'all that was here, man. And, you know, for the people that don't like what I talk about sometimes, just don't watch, brother. I mean, what I don't understand is this, like, my thumbnail literally says second shooter, right? Why would you stop off and go, I'm not into politics? Motherfucker, you saw the thumbnail, did you not? Like, if I had a thumbnail that said how to make oodles to noodles, you see the thumbnail, how to make oodles to noodles, step-by-step tutorial. You're going to click on it and go, I'm not into oodles to noodles. Motherfucker, you knew it was about oodles to noodles. You knew it was. There's no way you didn't know. It's on the thumbnail. Oh my God. People are hilarious, bro. People are so hilarious, bro. Is he dropping it though? Is he dropping it though? Because if he doesn't drop it, then he's got to. Who's the mandatory? Hold on, before I go. Who's the mandatory? Who's the mandatory at the WBO? What? Hey, let me show you this. Look at this. Look at this. What the hell? Let me check the boxing scene. Hold on. I mean, Box Live. Hold up. Did you say the WBA or the WBO? WBO. Okay, WBO. WBO. Yeah, look. Why would he drop that though? I mean, it ain't like he got some hard ass people to fight there. Look who's winning. Am I looking at this correctly? No, that's 154. Look, 147 WBO. Look at 1 and 2. You got Karen. Isn't Karen the dude that fought Boots? Yeah, Karen is the guy that fought Boots. So you got Karen there. And another guy named Giyasov. I can't say, man, and I cannot say Middle Eastern names for nothing, bro. But Karen is number 3. And so if he drops that, he should have been dropped it though, because he don't fight there no more. And it would make sense because if you got Teo moving up to 147 with the WBO lineal, he can go straight for the I see what Teo doing. Teo smart. He's the lineal champion at the WBO at 140. And Crawford's going to be dropping the belt on August 3rd, or has to drop, makes a decision whether he's going to drop, which most likely he will, which leaves it open for Teo to go up there and grab it. I get what Teo's doing. Which is actually kind of smart, to be honest with you. It's kind of smart. He's already the lineal at 140. Hold up. How has he had professional fights with headgear on? Are you sure about that, bro? How can you have a professional? I heard this is going to be Madrimal's first time fighting without headgear. So how did he fight his other 9 fights? I've never seen a professional fight where they allowed headgear. Never. Let me go to Madrimal real quick before we get out of here. What did you say, brother? Hold up. What did you say to Punch? Oh man. Hey man, I must have a delay on here really bad, bro. The delay on here is horrible, bro. It's horrible. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I don't know if it's StreamYard. It cannot be my internet because my internet is fast, bro. The delay on here is ridiculous. Like, I be noticing you guys be answering questions from shit I done said like a minute ago. But meanwhile, I'm in real time. You know what I mean? That shit is horrible, bro. They need to fix that, bro. Well, we gonna see soon, bro. But anyway, bro, I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in, man. I'll talk to y'all later this week.